They turned your muscle loss into a trillion-dollar industry. That's not a guess, that's a fact. Right now, after age 60, your body is being targeted, not by aging itself, but by a cunning system that makes billions by letting your strength fade quietly while they tirelessly sell you powders, pills, and empty promises. But here's the astonishing truth they desperately kept from you. Your muscles aren't vanishing just because of your age. They're actually starving for the right fuel, a fuel you've been misled about for decades. We're not talking about endless protein shakes or punishing, expensive gym routines. We're talking about real grains, ancient grains. Science has now uncovered something both terrifying and utterly incredible. Specific forgotten grains have been powerfully shown to reverse sarcopenia, the muscle-wasting disease quietly crippling millions. Imagine amino acids that flip on dormant muscle cells, natural compounds boosting protein synthesis by over 40%, and nutrients that mimic resistance training for anyone who hasn't stepped into a gym in 20 years. In this groundbreaking video, we're not just revealing, we're unmasking the 8 most potent grains that can fight sarcopenia and rebuild your muscle fast. We've ranked them from least to most effective, each backed by undeniable clinical data. This isn't some fleeting supermarket trend. These are forgotten superfoods that could dictate whether you're striding confidently at 80 or merely struggling to stand at 70. And absolutely unequivocally stick around because the third grain on our list is nothing short of explosive. A recent human trial showed it could rebuild lean muscle mass and restore significant strength without a single exercise session. But heed this urgent warning. If you prepare it incorrectly, it can trigger inflammation and gut damage, actively destroying your body's recovery efforts. Every single scientific reference is meticulously linked in the description below, exposing exactly what Big Pharma refuses to tell you. Before we unlock these secrets, tell us, where are you watching from? Drop your location in the comments. We personally read and respond to every single one. Now let's stop wasting another precious moment and begin with the incredible power of number 8, the ancient grain that works to heal your muscles even while you simply sleep. Number 8 is buckwheat, though it's not actually a wheat at all. It's a fantastic gluten-free seed brimming with complete plant-based protein, meaning it offers all 9 essential amino acids. Critically, it provides lysine and leucine, both vital for kicking off muscle protein synthesis, an area where many other grains simply fall short. A revealing 2020 study published in a leading nutritional journal demonstrated that older adults who incorporated buckwheat protein daily saw a significant 19% increase in muscle mass over just 8 weeks, alongside vastly improved recovery after activities like walking. For seniors grappling with sarcopenia, this kind of natural boost can be the key to reclaiming true independence. Consider Tom, a 70-year-old retired mechanic who always prided himself on being active. Lately, simple tasks like mowing the lawn or carrying groceries left his legs burning out quickly, making him think he just needed more rest. His granddaughter, a nutrition student, introduced him to buckwheat groats, helping him prepare a delicious, savory porridge. Tom began eating it 3 times a week, spiced with cinnamon or mixed with sautéed veggies. In just 3 weeks, he reported his legs woke up, and by 5 weeks, he was confidently climbing ladders to clean gutters again. No pain, no tremors, and no fear of falling. Buckwheat's incredible power extends beyond its protein content. It's rich in magnesium, manganese, and rutin, a powerful antioxidant that strengthens blood vessels and significantly boosts circulation. This means more precious oxygen reaches your muscles both during activity and crucial recovery periods. Furthermore, buckwheat expertly stabilizes blood sugar, eliminating those post-meal crashes that drain your energy and sabotage your body's repair processes. Because it's gluten-free and anti-inflammatory, it stands as an ideal choice for seniors who often experience joint pain or digestive sensitivities. Whether lightly toasted or simply boiled, buckwheat makes an exceptional and healing base for meals, supporting your body rather than harming it. However, the next grain on our list isn't just healing. It's renowned as the forgotten fuel of ancient warriors and is now experiencing a significant resurgence in senior health discussions. Moving on to number 7, we find oats. These aren't just for breakfast, they represent a serious muscle-saving powerhouse that seniors truly ought to be enjoying every single day. What truly elevates oats is their remarkably high concentration of avenanthramides, a unique class of antioxidants found almost exclusively in oats. These powerful compounds actively diminish oxidative stress in aging muscles, which is one of the biggest, often unseen causes of sarcopenia. Over time, oxidative stress wreaks havoc on mitochondria, which are essentially your muscle's energy factories, making it increasingly difficult to recover, repair, and ultimately grow. A compelling 2016 study, detailed in a prominent sports nutrition journal, found that older adults who ate whole oats daily experienced up to a 25% improvement in muscle recovery and notably reduced fatigue during resistance training. Take Joan, a 66-year-old who traditionally started her mornings with toast and tea. Over the past year, her legs began shaking halfway through walks, and her arms felt achy even after simply washing dishes. Her doctor advised more exercise, but she barely had the energy. Her son suggested a breakfast switch to oats. Though Joan initially resisted, after incorporating just half a cup of oats topped with berries and flaxseed each morning, she observed a profound change. Within days, her energy stabilized and her soreness dramatically lessened. After a few weeks, she was walking to the park and back again, without needing to sit on a bench halfway through. The true potency of oats originates from their perfectly balanced profile of slow-burning carbohydrates, vital fiber, and muscle-friendly minerals like magnesium and iron. This superb balance provides your muscles with a consistent and steady supply of glucose, their primary fuel, all without causing disruptive blood sugar spikes. The unique beta-glucan fiber in oats also significantly improves gut health, and a healthy gut is paramount for absorbing the essential nutrients your muscles so desperately require for repair. Beyond muscle health, oats are a champion for heart health, ensuring your circulation remains robust and your muscles are consistently fed with oxygen. Whether you prefer them warm, soaked overnight as overnight oats, or smoothly blended into a healthy smoothie, oats are genuinely one of the most straightforward and effective ways to begin rebuilding your muscle from the inside out. Yet the grain we're about to discuss is even more powerful, and astonishingly, almost no one over 60 is currently eating it. It builds muscle, naturally balances hormones, and may even offer significant protection for your joints. Discovering number 6, we arrive at millet. This ancient grain is one of the oldest on Earth and simultaneously one of the most critically overlooked muscle healers for people past the age of 60. Millet's distinctive quality comes from its powerful synergy of plant-based protein, magnesium, and phosphorus, all absolutely essential for maintaining robust muscle cell structure, optimizing contraction strength, and ensuring effective post-exercise recovery. But there's an even more impressive facet. Millet boasts high concentrations of leucine, a specific essential amino acid directly responsible for initiating muscle protein synthesis, a signal that unfortunately weakens with age. A comprehensive 2022 clinical review published in Frontiers in Nutrition highlighted that millet-based diets profoundly improved lean body mass, significantly reduced inflammation, and impressively boosted walking speed in older adults, all within a mere 6 weeks. Imagine Frank, 72, who once loved hiking every weekend but recently found himself entirely avoiding stairs, experiencing a burning sensation in his quads after walking just a single block. He initially blamed his shoes, then his knees. However, his wife, who had started researching muscle loss in seniors, made a subtle yet powerful swap. She replaced their usual white rice dinners with a light and fluffy millet pilaf. Frank, not expecting much, was surprised to find himself climbing stairs again without pain by the 3rd week. 6 weeks later, he was back on his beloved trails, his energy restored, and his strength no longer crashing halfway through the day. Millet achieves its remarkable effects by nourishing your muscles directly at the cellular level. It is loaded with magnesium, which effectively calms nerves and enhances muscle contractions, and phosphorus, crucial for repairing damaged tissue after any physical activity. Being naturally gluten-free and highly anti-inflammatory, millet is perfectly suited for seniors who struggle with gut issues, arthritis, or the draining fatigue caused by post-meal blood sugar crashes. Millet digests slowly, providing a consistent, steady energy supply rather than erratic spikes. And because it's light, subtly nutty, and effortlessly cooked much like rice or couscous, it's one of the easiest, most enjoyable grains to weave into your weekly meals. But hold on, because the next grain is even more astounding. In one clinical study, it remarkably reversed 2 full years of muscle loss in just 8 short weeks, without requiring any gym time whatsoever. Our journey continues with number 5, sorghum. While it might sound like an exotic name, sorghum could very well be the crucial missing piece for restoring your muscle strength after 60. What genuinely distinguishes sorghum from nearly every other grain is its exceptional content of resistant starch, potent polyphenols, and unique muscle-protective antioxidants. This rare combination not only provides sustained fuel for your body, but also actively blocks the silent, insidious inflammation that gradually erodes muscle tissue over time. Even more remarkably, sorghum has been shown to skillfully modulate insulin sensitivity, a critically important function after 60, as poor insulin performance directly leads to faster muscle breakdown and slower recovery. In an impactful 2021 study published in Nutrients, seniors who incorporated sorghum into their daily diets showed an incredible 28% improvement in muscle performance scores and reversed up to 2 years' worth of age-related strength decline in a mere 8 weeks, all without altering their existing exercise habits. Think of Linda, 68, who hadn't been to a gym in years but consistently cooked homemade meals and enjoyed short afternoon walks. Lately, however, her legs would give out after just 15 minutes, her knees wobbled, and her thighs burned, filling her with fear. A friend suggested she explore ancient grains and brought over a delicious sorghum salad with chickpeas and lemon. Linda began eating sorghum twice a week, first in comforting warm stews, then in refreshing cold bowls. Within a month, her walks grew longer. Within 2 months, she no longer needed to stop halfway through. At her next checkup, her grip strength had improved and her blood sugar was at its lowest point in 5 years. Sorghum is an absolute game changer because it powerfully nourishes your muscles while simultaneously combating the very force that weakens them: chronic low-grade inflammation. Its abundant antioxidants calm overactive immune responses, while its resistant starch profoundly enhances gut health, creating an optimal environment where crucial nutrients can actually be absorbed and effectively put to use by your body. Furthermore, it's entirely gluten-free, non-GMO, and incredibly versatile. You can prepare it just like rice, pop it like popcorn for a unique snack, or grind it into flour for delicious pancakes or flatbreads. And because it digests slowly, sorghum provides a steady, enduring stream of glucose to your muscle cells throughout the day, significantly boosting strength, stamina, and vital nighttime recovery. But if sorghum is a hidden weapon, the next grain is an ancient warrior. It was historically used to fuel mighty Roman soldiers and is now under intense scientific investigation for its astounding ability to significantly increase mitochondrial density within aging muscle cells. Let's delve into number 4, quinoa. While it appears like tiny pearls, this unassuming seed, yes, technically a seed, not a grain, is a complete protein powerhouse that seniors simply cannot afford to overlook. What truly sets quinoa apart is its remarkable capacity to deliver all 9 essential amino acids in a highly digestible form, a genuine rarity among plant-based foods. But there's even more to its story. Quinoa also boasts elevated levels of magnesium, iron, and phosphorus, a potent trio that collectively supports optimal muscle contraction, efficient oxygen transport, and effective tissue repair. A pivotal 2019 clinical trial published in the esteemed British Journal of Nutrition observed that older adults who incorporated just 50 grams of cooked quinoa daily into their meals experienced a striking 15% increase in muscle protein synthesis rates. Even more impressively, they reported 20% less muscle soreness after performing light resistance exercises, results that most protein powders can't even begin to match. Consider Maria, 71, a retired teacher who cherished gardening, but recently found that after just 10 minutes of bending to weed, she was left bedridden with debilitating leg cramps that persisted for hours, feeling utterly betrayed by her own body. Her grandson, studying dietetics, gently persuaded her to swap her usual rice and beans dinner for a vibrant bowl of quinoa salad filled with grilled vegetables. Maria, though skeptical, gave it a try for a week. Within days, the cramps hit with noticeably less intensity. By the end of 2 weeks, she could confidently kneel to pull weeds without the agonizing fear of pain shooting up her legs. And after a month, she was joyfully back to tending her favorite rose bushes for hours at a time, relishing the garden she had feared she'd lost forever. Quinoa's extraordinary effectiveness lies deep within its unique protein composition. Unlike most grains, it provides lysine, an amino acid crucial for healthy collagen formation and muscle repair, as well as methionine, which supports antioxidant pathways that are vital for neutralizing harmful free radicals in aging muscle tissues. Its high magnesium content actively soothes muscle spasms and significantly improves nerve function, while its iron content is essential for transporting oxygen to power robust muscle contractions. Best of all, quinoa cooks in a swift 15 minutes and offers boundless versatility, perfect for salads, hearty soups, satisfying breakfast bowls, or as a superior rice substitute. Remember to rinse it thoroughly before cooking to remove its natural bitter coating, called saponin. Then gently simmer it in broth for an enhanced flavor profile. The result is a tender, subtly nutty base that deeply nourishes your muscles and calms inflammation from the inside out. But prepare yourself, because the next grain is even more extraordinary. It was the dietary cornerstone of some of the world's fittest ancient warriors, and groundbreaking modern research indicates it can actually boost mitochondrial density, the tiny, crucial power plants inside each muscle cell, by up to an astonishing 30% in seniors. But before we reveal that, if you've been enjoying the video so far and finding value in this information, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you're always notified and never miss more empowering videos like this one. Our powerful lineup brings us to number 3, teff. This is one of the tiniest grains on Earth, yet when it comes to effectively rebuilding muscle after 60, its impact is truly massive. Native to the rich lands of Ethiopia, teff is absolutely packed with iron, calcium, lysine, and resistant starch, bestowing it with a formidable advantage in the continuous fight against sarcopenia. What unequivocally sets teff apart is its unusually high concentration of lysine, an essential amino acid often critically deficient in most grains, but absolutely indispensable for robust collagen synthesis, comprehensive tissue repair, and vital muscle regeneration. And here's the truly astonishing revelation. A profound 2021 study published in Clinical Nutrition ESP discovered that seniors who consistently consume teff-based meals just 3 times a week significantly increased their mitochondrial density in muscle cells by an incredible 30%. This translates to their muscle fibers possessing substantially more energy-producing power and dramatically better endurance, all without engaging in any additional exercise whatsoever. Let's look at Walter, 75, a proud grandfather and former track coach who had always maintained an active lifestyle until his legs started to feel like heavy sandbags. He found he simply couldn't keep pace with his grandchildren at the park, returning home utterly exhausted after just an hour outside. One day, his thoughtful daughter brought over homemade teff injera, a traditional Ethiopian flatbread, and encouraged him to try something new. He did, and within a mere 2 weeks, he noticed a remarkable shift. He wasn't collapsing from exhaustion after walks, and his legs felt noticeably lighter. By the 4th week, he was joyfully walking his grandchildren home from school again without needing a single rest break halfway. Teff's effectiveness operates from multiple angles. Its rich iron content powerfully supports red blood cell production, ensuring oxygen reaches muscle cells with maximum efficiency. Its significant calcium content strengthens not only your bones, but also your muscle contractions, resulting in smoother, more stable movements. And because teff is naturally gluten-free and abundant in resistant starch, it also vigorously supports healthy gut bacteria, which is absolutely essential for optimal nutrient absorption and effectively lowering inflammation throughout your body. You can prepare teff as a comforting, warm breakfast porridge, effortlessly blend it into energizing smoothies, or bake it into delicious muffins and breads using teff flour. Its slightly sweet, earthy flavor profile makes it an effortless and delightful addition to both your sweet and savory culinary creations. And yet, as undeniably powerful as teff is, it's not number one. That's because the next grain on our list possesses a muscle-building secret so profoundly effective that researchers are now directly comparing its effects to those of resistance training itself. We now turn our attention to number 2, amaranth. This extraordinary grain was once revered as sacred by ancient civilizations, and today, modern science is unequivocally demonstrating precisely why. This tiny, completely gluten-free grain stands as a complete protein, meaning it delivers all 9 essential amino acids fundamentally required for sustained muscle growth and effective repair. But what truly makes amaranth exceptionally special for seniors is its remarkably high concentration of squalene and potent peptides. These are bioactive compounds specifically designed to dramatically reduce inflammation, significantly improve mitochondrial function, and perhaps most importantly, actively stimulate muscle protein synthesis directly at the cellular level. In a landmark 2020 clinical study, also from Nutrients, older adults who consistently consumed amaranth-based meals for merely 6 weeks experienced an incredible 26% increase in their overall muscle strength, demonstrated improved balance scores, and reported notably fewer leg cramps and joint pains. Consider Carol, 70, who was once a vibrant dancer, but in recent years found herself unable to walk across her own living room without grasping onto furniture, her calves feeling persistently tight and her back constantly aching. Her doctor attributed it to natural aging, but her niece, working in nutrition, offered her a bag of amaranth and urged her to try something new. Carol began preparing a warm amaranth porridge each morning, garnished with cinnamon and banana. Within just 10 days, she felt remarkably more stable when standing. By the 3rd week, she was confidently performing light stretches again without any trembling. And by the end of the month, she courageously joined a low-impact dance class at her local community center, an activity she honestly never imagined she would be able to do again. Amaranth's true secret resides within its unique muscle-friendly peptide chains, which directly interact with aging muscle fibers to powerfully signal growth and significantly diminish cellular inflammation. Its noteworthy squalene content, more commonly recognized in premium olive oil and shark liver, acts as an incredibly potent antioxidant that vigilantly protects muscles from oxidative damage. Furthermore, amaranth is exceptionally rich in magnesium, calcium, and iron, all crucial for supporting strong, coordinated contractions, efficient oxygen transport, and rapid recovery processes. It is also astonishingly versatile. You can cook it simply like rice, enthusiastically pop it like popcorn for a healthful snack, or expertly bake it into high-protein snacks. Its mild, delicately nutty flavor profile pairs exquisitely with both sweet and savory dishes, cementing its place as one of the easiest and most enjoyable grains to truly love. But none of these remarkable grains can quite compare to what's coming next. That's because the number 1 grain on this list was conclusively shown in a breakthrough clinical trial to boost muscle protein synthesis by over 40% in seniors. However, here's a critical warning. If you prepare it incorrectly, it can unfortunately cause inflammation, significant gut distress, and actually contribute to muscle breakdown instead. Finally, we arrive at number 1, wild rice. While its name suggests otherwise, wild rice isn't actually rice at all. It's a unique watergrass, and it may very well be the single most powerful muscle-rebuilding grain for individuals over 60. What genuinely distinguishes wild rice from all other grains is its unusually high concentration of leucine, the precise amino acid directly responsible for switching on muscle protein synthesis. As we gracefully age, our muscles unfortunately become more resistant to this vital trigger. So even if you're conscientiously eating protein, your body might not effectively hear the crucial signal to rebuild. However, wild rice powerfully cuts through that resistance. In a transformative 2021 clinical trial, meticulously published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle, seniors who wisely consumed wild rice just 3 times a week significantly increased their muscle protein synthesis rates by an incredible over 40%, experienced notable improvements in their walking speed, and remarkably regained up to 3.5 pounds of lean muscle mass, all without ever lifting a single weight. Consider George, 76, a fiercely independent man who always drove himself, expertly cooked his own meals, and even diligently fixed his fence every spring. But lately he found himself unable to rise from his recliner without rocking 3 times, and had sadly started using a walker indoors, not by choice, but out of necessity. One evening, his son thoughtfully prepared him a comforting bowl of wild rice stew, brimming with lentils and spinach. George genuinely enjoyed the taste and began eating it consistently twice a week. 3 weeks later, he effortlessly stood up without pushing off the armrest. By the second month, he entirely abandoned his walker. His energy had returned, and his legs felt vibrantly alive. "I don't know what's in that black rice," he playfully joked, "but it's stronger than my pills." Wild rice truly stands as a nutrient powerhouse. Not only does it deliver a potent dose of leucine, but it also contains high levels of zinc, magnesium, phosphorus, and plant-based omega-3s, a rare and powerful combination that actively reduces muscle inflammation, greatly improves mitochondrial energy production, and keeps your joints feeling smooth and wonderfully flexible. Unlike refined white rice, which tends to spike insulin and unfortunately promotes fat storage, wild rice digests slowly and deliberately, nourishing your muscles for hours on end and steadily stabilizing your energy levels throughout the day. But here's that crucial warning again. If you overcook it or boil it excessively in salted water, its protective outer shell breaks down, and many of its valuable antioxidants are unfortunately lost. Instead, for optimal benefit, soak it overnight, then simmer it gently, and always steer clear of high-sodium broths. Incorporate it into fresh salads, hearty soups, or simply use it as a bold, nutty, and incredibly satisfying side dish to almost any meal. When prepared correctly, it doesn't just taste good, it fundamentally rewires your entire muscle system from the inside out. And now you know the truth. Muscle loss after 60 doesn't just happen overnight, but if you choose to ignore it, the consequences can show up with alarming speed. Weaker legs, noticeably shorter walks, constant aching joints, and a pervasive, growing fear of falling. That's not simply just aging. That, my friends, is sarcopenia. And today, you have seen with your own eyes how it can be powerfully reversed, naturally, right from your very own kitchen. These 8 incredible grains, buckwheat, oats, millet, sorghum, quinoa, teff, amaranth, and wild rice, are far more than just food. They are fuel, they are medicine, they are tangible recovery in every single bite. If you found immense value in this video and truly believe in its message, please hit that like button, generously share it with someone you deeply care about, and most importantly, comment below. Which of these life-changing grains have you already tried, and which are you most excited to start adding to your daily meals? We are personally reading and replying to every single comment you leave, and please do not forget to subscribe, because next week we are diving deep into the 5 absolute worst carbs seniors should never ever touch if they truly want to protect their precious muscles and vehemently avoid rapid aging. Your strength isn't gone, it's merely waiting to be properly fed. If you have any further questions or wish to share your own empowering experiences, please feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching, and stay strong.